Hello friends, welcome to Nate's Art Lab collaboration for June, and welcome to Art by Sparkle. That's me. Well, another challenge this month by our dear professor, Nate. He challenged us to do, see if I can get this right, it involved leaves and it involved plastic wrap, and we were to, how do I put this? We were to transfer the image of the leaves onto a canvas and use paint, and just paint and water, and cover with plastic wrap and transfer the image, and well, you'll see. It was something else. Well, a challenge for me for sure. So let's get down to the canvas and see what I created. All right, let's go. I know it's hard to see, but the first thing I did, I put some tape along here, starting at one corner. Now, this actually is going to be turned so that it is a diamond shape rather than square. This is 20 by 20. And so it will present in the diamond shape. The colors I'm going to use, the first color will be this wonderful, I call it grabber green. It's Prizm Pour, Fandango by Colourarte, and Triple Sec. I mixed them together and I got this color, and of course it's mixed with water.
I'm at the washer and dryer.
The next color will be the Sargent metallic in gold, and then whoops, that's the water. I'm going to use Arteza Premium Bordeaux Red. So I think that will be a really interesting contrast. I had thought of using some turquoise, and I'm still debating about that, but I might just keep it at 3. And I am going to pull this tape off. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that at the very end, so that everything will have the those line spaces, or if I'm going to do it after I do the green. I'm still contemplating that. So let's get started and get this get the first layer done. Got a new sprayer. Thank you, Nate, for telling me about this. Hopefully I won't cramp up my fingers like I did before. So Nate told me about this water bottle, and you saw me trying to use it on this base. Well, I have come to the conclusion that my hands are not strong enough to use the spray bottles. My fingers are not strong enough. So I am going to try something different. I'm sorry, Nate, but I refuse to let this go, and I am going to just use pipettes and let it go with that. I did notice the last thing that you did, you used some pipettes and with some pastels. That was your initial intention. So that's what I'm going to do. Not Well, are you ready for the big reveal? I have a feeling this will easily confirm that I love color. I am going to go ahead and do this because you don't need to be sitting there just watching me pull the tape off. So I'm going to go ahead and get that tape off, and I will be back. I want to do a few close-up areas for you. As you can see, where I had the tape that I pulled off, some of the paint did creep under the tape, which I'm actually surprised at because that tape was, I mean, it was right on there, and it was a specialty tape, and it usually works pretty well. I had considered going over those lines with white paint, but you know what? I kind of think it's a little more organic this way, and what the heck? I'm just going to leave it the way it is, and you know, clearly it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, but it is what it is, folks. I did get some sparkly from the blue because there was, excuse me, there was sparkle in that. I used, hold on, I'm going to get it out for you. I used the Colourarte Prizm Pour in the Chrysocolla, and then the Colourarte, let's go over here where you can really see it sparkle. The Colourarte Prizm Pour Neptune's Glaze, and boy oh boy does that sparkle, and as does the gold. So, you know, in a couple spots I really like this one that looks kind of like a butterfly right in here, and there is some depth in this, and actually even the Bordeaux Red, you know, there are areas where it actually does shine, like right here, right there. There's some nice sparkle and shine. So if nothing else, you know, it is definitely an abstract piece. And there you have it. And I'm back. Lots of color on my canvas, as you saw. And Yeah, definitely. Oh, what would we call it? A little avant-garde, a little, well, let's just say colorful. Trouble with those leaves, but that's okay. I am not going to be beating myself up over it because I did the challenge, and as unsuccessful as it was, I learned a lot. I learned that spray bottles and I just aren't going to get along. And I can tick that one off. So I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And I hope that you will join us for July. We're going to make it all patriotic for you. So I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to see my hog. My husband of greatness, Tom, is going to be joining me for my part of the collaboration. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have not looked at Nate's Bright Art, please go and look at his channel and give him a thumbs up and subscribe. And also join the Art Lab. We have so much fun, and we get a challenge every month, and everyone is fantastic. And we're having another retreat this year in October here in Tucson. It was so much fun last year, and we're doing it again. So please check out the channel so you will be aware of when it's happening, how it's happening, and all that good stuff. And take a look at all of the artists in the Art Lab, and you know, it's just a lot of fun. So subscribe to the artists in there. It's free, and it will help our channels a lot. So in the meantime, remember what I say. Keep your sparkle on and give it to someone you love. Bye for now.